feel like I jinxed it.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I got there once, I can get there again.
That's true.
We did insult Todd Howard too much. New PB. New PB.
Oh. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. They just kicked you off the cliff.
They refostered me. And that weird little fairy guy going, long live the king.
I didn't know Spyro is a Lion King character now. Spyro is everything but his own series. Damn, that's so heartbreaking. Like, they literally kicked you without any care. They don't understand what it took us to get there. That was the run.
Got started.
I'm going after him. Find dragons first. That's all I can
Guys, I'm so sorry. I thought that was the run. But that is new PB. That's the farthest I've ever gotten.
That means we're gonna have to see you crawl through treetops again.
Yep, I wanted to crawl through treetops again.
I blame Todd Howard.
It is Todd Howard's fault.
Damn. Oh well. Yeah, you know what you said. You got there once, you could do it again.
Yep.
You know what? I bet that fairy was the person who's like, "What? You can't do it first try."
I hope that person watches this entire video.
Also, person, if you do watch this, all jokes.
Yes,
No
I'll
hate.
take- No hate. But it did give me the drive to do better than I ever have, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, but I mean, you are very competitive.
Yeah, this is true.
Cause like honestly, this all started because I joked when you're like, I'm doing Spyro first. I'm like, you should do Spyro Deathless, you know? And you're like, bet. And then it's become an obsession.
Because I know I can do this. God, I'm not with these people. I do not know them.
The artisan's boss is through a
You know
portal
what?
in the dragon
You know what,
World,
Jimothy?
but you are not yet
Starfield
ready,
was
Spyro.
worse than mid. I couldn't even get past the intro because of how boring it was. Listen to me, Todd. I said it. Don't you dare come in here and say it just works either.
Wasn't that a game that you were excited about?
I was excited about it because it was Elder Scrolls and Fallout in space. But I played like the first hour and a half, and I was like, "Oh, this is not great."
I don't know. I can't get into space games. I don't know what it is. Because, like, Zia had been playing No Man's Sky, and I'm like, oh, that looks pretty fun. So I thought I'd give it a shot, and I just couldn't get into it.
That's completely.
And that's
fair.
like me with every space game. I think it's just the setting.
Except Halo.
What are you talking about? Halo takes place on Earth.
On Earth. I didn't realize
Yeah.
Earth was a ring.
Yeah, Sorge just told me.
Uh-huh.
Sorge wouldn't lie.
This is true. Also, I saw Golden Kerbo say Todd's gonna clap you on this run. My first thought was us looking up at the sky, and then Todd Howard's face appears, and he's like, "The God Rays are coming for you."
You know what this means is that you're gonna die from a toasty dog. Again.
Oh no.
It's been a while.
Also, do you know about the God Rays?
No.
I think the first time Skyrim got remastered, one of the big selling points from Todd was like, "There's God Rays now." And it's like, oh, okay. It's a bit brighter outside, oh boy. Thanks, Todd.
Did you say God rays?
Yeah, God Rays.
Why is it when I think of that, I just think like manta rays in the sky or something?
I don't know.
And then when I was thinking that, I was thinking of the stupid manta ray boss in Sunshine, but in the sky. Rays of light from the sun, next gen stuff.
I will say, in his defense, nothing will ever be as bad as when the Xbox One was coming out and Call of Duty was advertising how smart the AI was, that the fish would swim away from you. And then it cuts to Mario swimming in Mario 64 and the fish are swimming away from him.
How come the fish in Mario 64 are in Mario Kart?
They could be.
Apparently everything gets invited except for Blaargg. The manta ray boss. I hate the manta ray boss. Fish AI. I just...
Never before in video games have fish reacted to you swimming in the water with them.
I mean, in Mario World, the fish react by swimming towards me, and I hate those gosh dang fish. How come those aren't in Mario Kart? The freaking fish that are sleeping until you go near them, and then they decide they want to hug you.
Oh, I would play as a Rip Van Winkle if I could.
Oh my gosh!
Koala, thank
got
you
raided.
for the raid.
Koala!
Koala, I'm so sorry you're seeing us here. We were at Dreamweavers.
We had the run of a lifetime.
I made it to Dreamweavers and then I got Sparta kicked into the abyss.
Yeah, you got kicked right into the face. Right in the face.
I literally got Mufasa'd.
Hawk did some of the hardest levels in this game, and he got through it. And there were some close calls in treetops, and then Dreamweavers just a kick right in the face.
Yeah. To give you an idea, I had 76% of the game done.
I thought it was 72.
Was it 72? It was somewhere between 71 and 76.
Yeah. It was somewhere between 1 and 100.
Yeah, it was somewhere between 1 and 100. And the reason why I said 71 is because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, was it 71? Was it 76? Because I don't know why those were the two numbers that popped out in my head.
Dreamweavers can be a pain. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was the home world.
Yeah, it was the home world.
Which we joked about.
Yeah, we did joke
Because
about
I thought Hawk was gonna immediately like fail a jump and like fall into off a cliff, but no.
No. I was at the end of cleaning up the home world, and there was a guy that literally just kicked me into the abyss.
But Koala, how was your stream? What were you streaming?
Yeah, how'd it go?
Tell us all the juicy gossip.
Koala, what do you think about DK with pants?
Yeah, what do you think about DK with pants? What do you think about $80 Mario Kart?
What do you think about Kirby riding on the air?
Okay, I think we're asking way too many questions. You're gonna overload them.
What do you think about a switch to the tour, the video game, the movie?
I was playing some Binding of Isaac tonight, 3 times in a row. Oh, heck yeah, Koala.
I need to get back to Binding of Isaac. I haven't played that in years.
You know what? I feel like that's every game with you. A game will be mentioned. You're like, I gotta get back to that. I haven't played it in years. And then another game will be mentioned. I have to get back to that. I haven't played it in years.
I got a big backlog.
Am I the only one who just plays like the same game over and over again?
The
same couple of games?
I'm not kidding. I have over 1,000 games, and I've played probably about 800-900 of them, and I've beaten probably like 600. This is just rough guesses, like very rough guesses. So I have a lot of stuff that I have played that I just haven't finished. Keep in mind, I only sold games whenever I was a kid and I was done, but I didn't sell all of my games. I only sold like a couple of original Xbox and GameCube stuff.
And before Hawk just plays Stubbs the Zombie yet again.
Hey,
From
Stubbs
what I
is a
know
good
about
game.
BloodHawk, all he plays is Outlast Trials and Monster Hunter Wilds.
I've never played another game.
No, none. In fact, right now, this is just Hawk AI. He's playing Monster Hunter as we speak.
This is true.
Advanced Hawk technology.
One of these days we'll get advanced Bubby technology.
I don't think that's possible. I don't think we have the technology.
Not yet, but one day.
Mario being $80 is a lot, but on the other hand, I will be playing it for 10 plus years. That's true. DK game is made by the team who made Odyssey, so it's going to be amazing, and Kirby Air Ride sequel will be incredible as well. The weakest first party, in my opinion, that was shown was Hyrule Warriors game.
I think the Hyrule Warriors game will be fun. I enjoyed what I played of the original.
Monster Hunter, but Hawk is the monster. We did talk about Monster Hunter, but Bubby being one of the monsters.
He's an
But you
unkillable
couldn't hurt
monster.
him. Yeah. Because I would cry.
Like, you should see my two favorite monsters in Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Look up T-Grex.
How do I spell that?
Tigrex.
Tigrex.
He was my very first monster I ever fought. I fought him in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. And, Baby T has a skin that resembles him. And so I always call Tigrex Baby T.
Okay.
And the other one was Malfizio, I think its name is? I don't know how to spell it.
Oh, so I'm just supposed to, like, guess.
Yeah. It's a giant blue owl, I'll tell you that. Malfestio? Malfestio. I think Malfestio.
Malfestio is right. Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah.
Both of them are, like, blue and yellow.
I didn't even realize that. Actually, T-Rex is more orange.
Oh, I'm sorry, orange. Well, I guess he just is in this, like, this one game, but it's like blue. There's like some like it's very subtle. But this looks like blue, and you're right. Well, I thought it was yellow, but orange, whatever. Both similar. Of course, you'd like the owl.
Yeah, the owl's cool. I only fought the owl like once or twice, but the owl reverses your controls.
Seriously though, who would really be paying for that tech demo where you walk around on the controller? That seems like an awful idea. What?
Yeah, you have to pay for that.
Pay for what?
The Switch 2's like basically tutorial on the controller.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
They have a tutorial for a controller.
Well, for this, I think it's either for the controller or for the Switch 2 in general. And you have to pay for it. Yeah.
What is the world coming to? How much is it? Like $1?
It's gonna be $30.
No. No way, it's $30. You earned some reward points.
It did. Wii Sports for Switch 2 win. Whenever the Switch 2 gets Wii on the NSO. I can't wait to flap my arms uncontrollably.
Did I tell you? I think I have. That I threw my shoulder out playing Wii Sports.
You did?
The original Wii.
You did mention that.
Yeah. That hurt. Kid me really thought that, like, you had to go all in on it. And so I did. And yeah, my entire arm hurt. And my shoulder.
I'm gonna need you to not do that if they bring Wii to the Switch Online with Wii Sports.
All I know is I will beat you in every sport.
No, I'll beat you in all the sports. There's no way you can beat me. I'm unstoppable. I even beat Matt.
Who were you beating up in Wii Sports Boxing when that happened, Blaarggs? Actually, it was tennis.
Oh, wait. We're taking bets on if Todd Howard gets me with the dogs. We're taking bets over here.
I mean, it could happen. You have died to these dogs a few times.
Yeah, but Todd Howard's angry because of how much we badmouthed him in Skyrim.
What do you mean, we? I haven't said a single thing.
The Royal Week, his chat's also done it.
'Cause I haven't played any of these games. I'm gonna play Skyrim. I downloaded it. I just haven't done it yet.
Todd who? Oh, dang it.
But yeah, I threw my whole like arm out playing Wii tennis, which I don't know if that makes it any better.
Please don't do that whenever it comes to the Switch Online.
No promises. I go hard, okay?
We do a whole Wii month because of how many games we get on Wii. It's like we have to do Wii Sports. In the very first game we play, you throw your shoulder out. It's like I can't go anymore. I can't go. I can't do this. You gotta play the rest of the night. I can't do it anymore.
It's like, oh man, we're gonna do Wii Sports tonight. It came out of the Wii NSO. It's like, oh fun, and then by the end of it, I'm in the hospital. It's like, wait, how did that happen? It's like, nobody knows. It's Blaarggs.
Oh, one more thing about Mr. Todd Howard.
You need to stop poking the bear.
Oh, this isn't like poking him. This is this is just a. Elder Scrolls 6 will probably be his last game before he retires.
Cool.
We won't have Todd Howard telling us it just works. Also, people have made a song using things he said about how games just work. Their games just work. And it's just like a bunch of clips of the games just breaking or acting weird and unnatural.
Just like my life. It just works. Except it doesn't.
Oh, wait. They teased
What?
that like 3 years ago, right? The Elder Scrolls 6. There was a thing with Elder Scrolls 6 recently where it was like, it's been longer since we've had the teaser than it was between the time of getting Skyrim and then the Elder Scrolls 6 teaser. I saw something similar to that. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but we saw the teaser like ages ago. I want to say we saw the teaser before 2020. I think the teaser was like 2018 or something.
Gremmel says Hawk Gods cannot retire. Todd Howard will be around even when Elder Scrolls 7 releases in 25-25.
Is that true?
Oh, it's you.
I mean, Gremmel's
I
never
wasn't
lied.
sure if you
This is true.
those annoying little creatures. Of
I'm
course
looking
they
up
wouldn't bother
the original
me,
Elder Scrolls
but
6
you
teaser.
didn't. Their metal armor is fireproof.
Don't you have a
Charge
game to
attack
beat,
will
Deathless?
Take care of them.
I do. The original announcement of Elder Scrolls was at E3 2018.
Damn, remember E3?
I miss E3. E3 2018. was when they announced the game. And that we still have not seen anything on that game. There's no gameplay, no nothing. And Elder Scrolls V came out in what, 2010, 2011? I think it's 2011 because I think I remember it came out on November 11th, 2011, because I remember all the ones. So yeah,
What an epic reveal it was. Had mountains and all, and by all, I mean more mountains and maybe some grass. Is that true?
that is
I
true.
I didn't really keep up with games that weren't Nintendo for, you know, a long time.
They literally only showed like hills, mountains, and like a castle in the distance and said Elder Scrolls 6. And that was the whole teaser.
Soon I'll be playing Skyrim for probably, well, it won't be probably the first time, it will be the first time. I've seen it. My uncle plays it.
It's
Chunky
definitely fun.
plays it. I've just never personally played it.
But that's all about to change.
Yeah. Thanks to Game Pass, because Game Pass has all the games on it.
Brought to you by, this stream is brought to you by Game Pass. You can play Spyro on your Game Pass right now. And only Spyro is the only thing that exists on Game Pass.
Also, I thought you were gonna be like, you could play Spyro on Game Pass and beat Deathless in one run and show up Hog.
Don't show me up, please. This is all I got. I'm trying so hard just to win.
Skyrim is fun, Skyrim is not bad, just don't get caught up in trying to do every side quest, you'll never beat it. Bet Blaarggs will play a cat in Skyrim. I can be a cat?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I could attempt. Imagine Koala does Deathless Spyro and just sends you the video.
Koala, you can't do this to me.
I mean, Koala can do whatever he wants. We don't control him. I think that would be really funny, though.
Blaarggs, I sent you a Khajiit.
Alright. We'll be like... Ooh! Yeah, I would definitely be a cat.
I can do some of these.
People just know me. It was funny, because I never thought I was that obvious with my love for cats until one year. That is all I got for Christmas from anybody that I do. Was something with cats related on it. It's like, how do you all know I like cats?
Is this like a branding thing?
On one hand, it would be funny. On the other hand, I have other games to work on. But Spyro's so short, too, Koala.
It is. Koala, I got 70%, at least 70% in 2 hours. I could have been Deathless. I could have had it. I could have done it. Today could have been it. I could have been on the final world right now.
Oh no, and you know tomorrow's your day off too, so if you don't get, like, because obviously you probably won't get it tonight, but...
Yeah.
And just imagine you're just gonna be tossing and turning, like, oh. I could have had it.
It could have been mine. We could have been on Spyro 2 the next time I did this.
Also, we might be back to Sunshine on Sunday.
This is true.
I gotta finish it.
Sunshine's almost done, but that also brings us back to the Switch 2 stuff. There's a very good chance that before the end of this year, Blaarggs and I could both be playing Sunshine.
Yeah, I joked that Hawk can do all the stuff I don't like, so I would play just Bianco Hills and nothing else. Oh man, can you imagine from the time when we first started doing the Sunshine stuff to actually being able to play Sunshine together?
It's insane. I'm gonna do like amazing Mario maneuvers with Flood.
I'd like to see your amazing Mario maneuvers with Flood. Are you doing Sunshine Friday?
That I am. I will actually be playing Sunshine on my channel at twitch.tv/Blaarggs. You can go watch Blaarggs over at twitch.tv/Blaarggs.
At first I was like, damn, you self-promoting? Yes.
I actually will be playing Sunshine.
BloodHawk stream will be on Blaarggs on Friday. I will be live streaming the event and commentating over it.
Dragon, Spyro. You may try
I can't wait to go to Bianco Fields level 6 and see that there's no sun in existence.
I think Sunshine is the only 3D Mario I've ever beaten. Sunshine is pain. Todd will be behind the Sunshine re-release on Switch 2 and it'll be full of God rays everywhere. Listen, Sunshine barely has the sun sometimes, you know?
Also, I'm gonna throw this out there for Elder Scrolls. My headcanon is this. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but Mike the Liar is a god. Mike the Liar is watching everything that's going on. Mike be lying because he ain't no normal Khajiit. He is the god of the Elder Scrolls world.
You're saying a bunch of words. I have no idea what the fuck you're even talking about.
There's a recurring character called Mike the Liar in Elder Scrolls, and they're basically the voice of the developers, if I'm not mistaken, at least in the earlier games. So I'm sticking with what I said. Mike the Liar is the Elder Scrolls god.
I think everyone thought you said Markiplier.
Markiplier. BloodHawk's the top dog leaker now. Markiplier.
Markiplier.
I'm gonna add Markiplier in this video.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna put it so for anybody that doesn't watch the bot channel, at the end or in the description I always put at BloodHawk at Blaarggs, and I put a random thing. Usually it pertains to something we said in the video. I'm gonna do that in this video. But
Yeah,
I'm also
we
gonna
get
put at
titles.
Markiplier, God of Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I'll be looking for that. Yeah, so originally I was uploading the videos to Blawkade VODs and I thought it would be cute to give us titles every stream, and BloodHawk kept up the tradition when I got locked out of the account. So we get cute little titles sometimes. Like my favorite recent one was "Wanna Be Sleeping."
Mine was one of these speed runner, I think, that was for this game. Was it for this game? No, it was for Grab by the Ghoulies.
Yeah. Koala remembers when Markiplier wasn't even a big YouTuber. He was one of his first 300
Oh,
subscribers.
that's insane.
Quell is old. I say as if we're not the same age. Hi, Jen!
Hi, Jen.
Did you know that Markiplier is the god of Elder Scrolls? 'Cause
Yeah, did you
I
know
didn't
that?
know that lore. I also don't know much about Elder Scrolls. I'll be playing Skyrim sometime soon.
Really?
Although I feel like I keep saying that I'm gonna play games and then I never do.
Can somebody mod Markiplier's face onto the sun and just have it randomly say, "Hello, it's Markiplier."
I know nothing of that man's lore. BloodHawk's losing it, Jen. We had the run,
We did have to run.
and then BloodHawk got kicked off a cliff, like literally.
I got
Kicked
Newfoss.
right in the face. Kicked right in the face, right off a cliff. It's actually kind of funny.
I had over 70% Jen. Over 70. Yeah, he has that pink mustache too. Also, I wonder if we add Markiplier, he'll actually open this video up and be like, why am I in here?
I don't know. Do you get notifications when you at somebody? Because I never get them.
I get the notifications every time the Blawkade video is going up saying you were mentioned in this video.
Really? Where do you
Yes.
get them? Is it in your email?
No, it's just on YouTube.
I never get them. Are you? Oh, you know why I never get them? I'm never on Blaarggs. Let me see. Let me go to Blaarggs real quick, see if I have them. Because I'm like, wait, I never get them. But I forget. I use my other account, Hot Sauce Kitty, more. Did I get notifications? No, I have none. I have no notifications.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything like turned off or anything. Are you adding the right Blaarggs?
It's the one with, your older human model.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is imagine like the entire time you've been tagging the wrong Blaarggs, and that's when we learned that I have a twin, a doppelganger.
Markiplier's gonna open the video and put a copyright strike on us and be like, you can't use my likeness in this game.
Not even using his likeness, I just mentioned him.
You
I
can't
don't
even
think it's
mention-
illegal to mention people.
And it turns out it is.
I'm sure it's not the only illegal thing we've done. He'll see Todd's. Well, how come you're not gonna tag Todd Howard?
Oh, I should tag Todd Howard too. What's Todd Howard's YouTube channel? Does Todd Howard have a YouTube channel? I'll tag him in it too.
I don't know. No, Markiplier will call up his agent and chew him out for not being told he is in Elder Scrolls 6. Boy, these Spyro streams, well, this one specifically has been interesting.
It has been. Oh wait, I could just put at Todd Howard. There might be a random person named Todd Howard.
My gosh, this is gonna be... You know, it's so funny because Lucky never gets tagged and she's the unofficial third member.
This is true. I should start tagging Lucky in the videos too.
Yeah.
You can get so
Why
many
don't
random tags.
why don't we just tag everybody who was in chat too while we're at it?
Okay.
I mean, we did mention their names, so they're kind of part of the video.
Alright, bet.
The credits for this video is gonna be so long. And don't forget, they all need titles, too.
They do.
Give you more work to do.
If y'all don't have a YouTube account, and I still at you, you better make that YouTube account and come say hi.
Maybe this is how Todd Howard, 72, living in Oregon, finds out he has a famous person with his name. I imagine we all do, right?
I'm sure there's a famous BloodHawk.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't think I know any.
I definitely don't know.
But, you know, I would say Blarg or whatever is famous, but Mario
Blar
Kart is
or
proof
whatever.
that that's not the same, you know, it's not true. What?
I just like you being like, I know a Blar.
Imagine if I legally changed my name to Blaarggs.
You should. Sir. What if the real... I almost said, what if the real life Patrick Stewart had hair?
Why, I was thinking when Jimmy said he doesn't, but by choice, I'm like, how do you just choose not to grow hair? Like, I'm thinking in my head that you just think the thoughts and hair doesn't grow.
Why? I think we're both getting loopy.
I think this is just how we are, you know?
Loopy?
Yeah, I just think that's just how we are. We're just people with less than half brain cells.
Okay, is she making fun of me? Saying I have half a brain cell?
Well, I also said B too.
Is she making fun of both of us?
I mean, isn't that why Blawkade works? Is because it's just two people that are struggling to get one of their brain cells to activate?
It might be, actually, now that you mention it. God, I can't
And also,
believe-
wait, not only is it two people trying to get the one brain cell to activate, but also sometimes we drop the darkest lore about ourselves randomly and then move on. Because I'm pretty sure it'll be like a happy-go-lucky stream, and then we'll be like, when I was like 12 years old, I fell off a cliff and broke both my legs. And then we'll be like, you know, Bubby burped today? Like, I feel like that happens a lot.
I'm gonna give a low ball one. I'm gonna give a low ball accurate, like, real life one.
Okay.
That I know everybody, I feel like everybody here has heard me talk about this at least once. The time whenever I took out 3 mailboxes.
Yeah, you do talk about that a lot, that I feel like I talked to someone else and they brought up that story.
Someone else brought that story up.
I feel like they did, and I want to say it was Sorcha, but I could have had a dream about it too. I never know anymore. Reality and dreams converged together so much that I don't even know what was real and what's not anymore.
Wait, Jimmy has not heard the story.
Okay, tell your mailbox smashing story.
So Jimothy. It was my oldest nephew's birthday. I think it was his 15th or 16th birthday. Might have been 14th. I don't remember exactly what year. But he wanted
How old were you?
I was 5 years older than him.
I don't know how to do math. How old were you?
19, 20, or 21.
Okay. So 50. Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
so I got in. Yeah, my nephew wanted to ride around the golf cart. Like, we had a bunch of people over. I don't know. I guess maybe he just wanted to get away from everybody. Don't know. Don't remember the reason. He just wanted to ride around the golf cart. So me and his friend got in the golf cart while he drove around the neighborhood. And I was on the right side, him and his friend are on the left side. At some point, his friend was in the back. He found a string in the back, and he dangled it in front of my nephew's face. My nephew started to veer to the right a little bit, and I was looking towards him, talking to him. And I hit my arm against 3 mailboxes. 3 metal mailboxes. They had like the wooden stake in the ground. I turn around and look, all 3 mailboxes are laying on their side, out of the ground. And I don't know if I was, like, I guess in shock or something. I didn't really feel it. Like, I felt the initial hit, but I didn't feel the pain that I had or whatever. I was just like, yeah, we're not talking about that, we're just gonna keep on moving.
Wait, you didn't even fix the
No,
mailboxes?
we just kept driving.
Wow, property damage and everything.
And we get back. Keep in mind, I'm still on the right side of them the whole time. We go up the hill once we get back home, and we go in, and everyone is freaking out. And we're all like, what? What's wrong? And they're like, do you see your arm? And I look down at my arm. My shirt is completely ripped, and my arm is just red.
And that's how BloodHawk lost his arm.
Yeah, they had to get rid of it. I'm playing this game one-handed right now.
You know, like, prosthetics exist. I don't even know
I
how
ain't
to
got
talk.
that kind of money.
Chins exist.
Oh, this is true. Oh lord, this is so...
Gamer Guild Elite confirmed. Also, ow. Jen asked how we're feeling about the Switch 2.
I am excited for
Weird.
the games, but the price is not my favorite thing.
I agree with what the Green Man said. Also, the fact that there's no Blaarggs in that gosh dang Mario Kart, but there's fish bones of all things, and Cataclax makes me mad.
Also, I will say
But
this.
otherwise, excited.
I will say this about that story though. I don't know what it was. I didn't feel the intense pain that I actually was going through until I realized the damage it had done.
I feel like that's a lot of people's story with that. Also, how intense was the pain?
It was awful. I just remember, like, it was legitimately, like, top 5 pains I've ever dealt with.
Did you break anything? Asked Jimmy.
I didn't break anything, thankfully. But I have a scar that goes across half of my arm.
I had another question. How were the mailboxes? Did they ever recover?
I never saw those mailboxes again.
Wow, I can't believe you took out a whole family of mailboxes.
That's one of my favorite stories to tell because I always start it with, did I ever tell you about the time I got in a fight with 3 mailboxes?
Did I ever tell you how I ended a whole family of mailboxes? And ended up with this scar?
Get a 6-star out of it.
Rest in peace, mailboxes. I know.
I wonder. I want to know if the people who had those mailboxes, if they saw anything, or if they ever found out what happened.
Also, dang, I can't believe you just like uprooted those mailboxes with your arm.
I know. That's the craziest thing.
I guess if you were ever asked like who would win, you or 3 mailboxes, you know.
I walked away. The mailboxes didn't walk away.
Mailboxes are dead. The entire family of mailboxes.
Also,
But yeah.
that shirt didn't survive either.
Damn.
Like, when I say that shirt was ripped, it was like ripped to shreds. On that arm specifically, of course.
Damn. Was it a cool shirt?
I just remember it was red. That's all I remember. I don't remember if it had anything on it. It was just like a red t-shirt.
Oh.
But y'all should know that shirt was white whenever I started wearing it then.
Who even wears white shirts?
I don't know.
That's just asking for spaghetti to fall out of the sky on top of it. There's no avoiding getting something on a white shirt. I'm convinced. Every time I wear anything white, it's like, by the end of the day, it's got like 3 mysterious stains on it. I'm like, how? Space spaghetti? Like, you wear a white shirt. Like, something is gonna get spilled on it.
This is true.
And sometimes it's your own blood.
I should go to that spot where the mailboxes are and see if there's new ones there, or if they just re-put them, or like just fix them. Are they new ones?
You know what you gotta do? You gotta do like those documentary style things where they go back to like their like childhood home or something, but for you it's the place with the mailboxes. It's like, yeah, this is where it happened.
I need to get my nephew and his friend to sit in a dark room with a light on them, talking about their experiences like leading up to that moment.
Also have Sorcha there. She wasn't there. She's just one of those, like, you know,
Character witnesses.
bloggers or something. Yeah, like a blogger or something that, you know, heard the story from a friend. You know how they had, like, that one Netflix documentary where all of the, like, interviewers were, like, true crime podcasters and, like, bloggers and stuff? It'd be like that.
Sorch would get on there and be like, I'm only here because I was promised weird dog.
Yeah, so you go and then you see, what you gotta do is you'll see the mailbox, you go over, you put your hand on one of them, and you take like a long pause, like there's just like music in the background and you're looking down and like sad and stuff, deep sighing, and then the voiceover is like, yeah, it was a pretty emotional day for me. Seeing those mailboxes upright again, knowing that no matter what, life goes on. Resilience, power, eye of the tiger, other buzzword.
I have to make sure to throw in other buzzword.
Yeah. I can't wait to see this on Netflix and then watch like a couple minutes of it and be like, I'm gonna go watch something else. It's like, why is the man... Mom, why is the man crying about the mailboxes? I can't wait for the BloodHawk Spyro Deathless documentary.
Who all wants to be in the Spyro BloodHawk Deathless? Wait, what? The BloodHawk, the Blawkade, the Blawkade, not just BloodHawk, the Blawkade, Spyro Deathless documentary.
Wait, we just rescued Grummel? Which dragon? I wasn't even paying attention. Must be a Norwegian dev.
I don't know. I didn't. Hold on. We'll go back. We'll see the name.
Steve?
Halvor?
Halvor? That's a cool name.
It is a cool name. He's pretty sick. Where's Halvor at? But who wants to be in the documentary? Blaarggs and I are obviously going to be in the documentary. Can we get Tom Kenny?
And he's just like, I don't know why I was called for this, but apparently I was an important aspect of this. Jimmy wants to be executive producer.
Done.
We need to get that one person that left the comment that fueled you so much.
We do. We absolutely do.
Oh my gosh.
I saved it. I saved it.
No, I hope we do the Deathless Spyro. Once you finally get it, we'll do the Deathless Spyro documentary. We'll have Hawk, you know, walk in a field somewhere and be like, you know, I always had a dream. My dream was being a pro gamer, and I think I achieved it.
No, I should be like, I had a dream. My dream was to eat spaghetti with my hands in front of a live audience. And then just go straight into the Spyro Deathless.
You got something there. It should open up with like the definition of pasta or spaghetti, and then that quote, and then it goes into Spyro Deathless. Gosh, what are we doing with our life? Why aren't we making great documentaries like that?
I need to start my stand-up comedy career already.
Well, I mean, just get out of your chair.
Who told you I was sitting? I might be standing right now.
Are you standing right now?
Gotta get the blood flow circulating in the legs. Can't be sitting all the time.
Are you standing right now?
No, but I can be.
Gotta be so difficult. Setting Saul's way ahead of you guys. On Spyro Deathless documentaries.
What are you talking about? This is a wholly original idea. Nobody else has had this idea.
Your gimmick should be that you do all your stand-up gigs outside mailboxes.
Yes. Even if they look at me wrong, I'll clothesline them.
Guy who does speedrunning video essays on YouTube. I've heard of him. He does like the history of speedrunning, but we're not doing the history of speedrunning. We're doing the history of BloodHawk doing this one Deathless Spyro run. Oh, you know what we should do? The thing that YouTubers do sometimes that annoys me, when they're like, okay, here's a video on Deathless Spyro. Let me give you not only the history of video games, the history of Spyro, the history of Deathless runs in video games, the history of Deathless runs in Spyro, and then we'll get to the story.
You know what? I'm gonna do my video essays like that for you.
I hate when people do that. It'll be like, okay, I'm gonna tell you about this really cool trick in Pac-Man, but first, let me tell you about the entire history of video games and Pac-Man. and then like the last 5 minutes of the video will be like, okay, here's this cool trick in Pac-Man. I'm like, gosh dang. The history of dragons.
Also the history of Norks. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine we put up BloodHawk's Deathless Run, the documentary, and it never gets to your Deathless Run.
It's a 30-hour video and only 5 minutes of it is about the Deathless Run.
Yeah, because you gotta do the history of dragons. Like, how did they even come up with the idea of a dragon? What was the cool trick in Pac-Man? You can't leave us hanging. I don't know, I just made it up. I was just saying that YouTubers do that, where they'll be like, oh, here's an interesting topic that you're interested in, right? Let's take 10 years to get to the point. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take 10 years to get to the point. And then forget the point.
Listen.
I'm listening.
That's gonna be my video essays. I'm being serious. That's how I'm gonna make my video essays just for you now, Blaarggs.
I'm gonna sit there and be like, oh my gosh, BloodHawk finally made a video essay, I can't wait to listen to it. And it'll be like,
It'll be about Donkey Kong Country, and I'm gonna start it off with the first video game ever created.
It's like back in the day Pong was invented, and then it'll go into the history of monkeys and evolution, and then it'll go into the history of Donkey Kong specifically. It'll be like, okay, are we getting to the point? Are we getting to the point? Hawk, why won't Blaarggs tell us the cool trick? Is it locked behind the Patreon paywall?
It's locked behind the $15 Patreon pay tier.
Yeah, where you can see the remastered version of the stream.
Yeah. You'll get me swearing whenever I get Mufasa kicked.
Yeah, and then you'll get me telling you the cool Pac-Man trick.
Here's the thing, though. She'll tell you the cool Pac-Man trick, but she won't tell you what Pac-Man game it's in. If you want to know what Pac-Man game it's in, you gotta pay for the $25 tier. Or you could just pay the $15 tier and then try every Pac-Man until you find out which one it is.
And then we'll do a video on Pac-Man and the history of Pac-Man, but we'll start off with the history of eating in general. 5 easy payments of $57.99.
If you subscribe to our Patreon, we will play, what is the game called? Is it called Painful Pong?
What are we talking about?
There's a table, like a pong table, where you put your hand on a metal plate, and if your opponent scores on you, you either get shocked, your hand gets whipped, or they light a lighter underneath the metal plate your hand is on.
Okay, why are you signing me up for this? I don't. When I joined Blawkade, I didn't think I was gonna get physically hurt.
Do you think you're gonna lose to me in Pong? Or do you think you can beat me in Pong?
I don't want you to get hurt either.
But I think it'll be a fun game. I'm not gonna lie, I've legitimately wanted to play this version of Pong for so long.
He's like, I can't think of anybody else to do it with but you, Blaarggs. May you suffer with me. This man only wants my suffering. This is why the Sunshine Contract's a thing.
Pong Battle Royale. Can you imagine playing Pong Battle Royale and there's 100 paddles on screen?
Oh my gosh, I would die.
Every time you get scored on, like when there's somebody gets scored on, they get eliminated from the game.
Oh, can you imagine Painful Crash Bash?
I don't want to imagine that. That's too much.
That game gets ridiculous sometimes. But it made me think of that because there was one time when me and Neethi were playing and all the balls just like were flying everywhere and like a bunch of them gotten to my goal, and if I got, like, attacked every time, you know, I would be in serious pain.
Crash Bash is going to be a painful 100%.
Are you 100%ing it?
But eventually.
200%ing it, I mean? Is
Yes.
it 200%?
I think it is 200%.
I watched someone speedrun Crash Bash. The game can be crazy. So you're gonna do it, but also painfully.
Yes. Well, I mean, the game itself is painful whenever you gotta do the
No.
platinum relic challenges.
I mean, every time that you lose or whatever, pain, shock.
Oh, yeah, that might be fun.
I don't want to say what I want to say, but everybody, I'm thinking of the thing that I'm thinking.
We're thinking two completely different things.
Are we?
Yes, because my nose randomly got stopped up, and I'm like, why is my nose stopped up?
We are thinking two different things. I'm thinking, am I unlocking new BloodHawk lore? And you're like, my nose is stuffy. BloodHawk getting sick again.
I hope not.
I hope not either. But that also means that my chances of winning Mario 365 are better.
Wow.
Well, I didn't say that I wanted you to, like, drop dead or anything.
I know you didn't.
I don't even want you to get sick. I don't wish sickness on people. I'm just saying that, you know.
You say it increases your chances, but look at Outlast.
Yeah, but that's a click go live and then click undone. You gotta, like, make the video and do all the editing and stuff.
Realistically, for Mario, it's just I record a bunch of levels, and then I just look on my phone and I'm like, alright, that's the thing I can say. And I say, welcome to the level, and I say the facts, and I slap it onto the video. And I do the same with the text at the top, and I'm good.
Weird Saw game. It really is.
Not just for Jimothy, you are a weird Saw game. But that's not a bad thing.
I can't hop aboard for the
What do you mean, Nick throwing you under the bus?
I was like, BloodHawk's live, but he's playing that weird Saw game. I was also there playing the weird Saw game.
I'm excited to escape next week.
You know what's funny is I play lots of cutesy games like Spyro, Mario. I feel like most of my weeks of that, but then Tuesday it's Outlast Trials, which is so unlike every other game I play.
No, Outlast is like a cutesy game like Spyro. What are you talking about?
Painful Outlast where every time you get attacked, you feel it.
That's too much. I don't want none of that.
Especially for you, since, you know, we're always hard carrying you.
This is true. I get hard carried in Outlast. Yeah, though I got at least 1 A+ last night.
It also helped I was doing a lot of the secondary objectives.
It did.
'Cause I don't really know how to do most of the trials. I just kind of walk around, get items that maybe we might need, and then I do secondary objectives, and then I do my task. And sometimes I'm helpful.
But not the stranger.
No. I might be a stranger.
You're Barker.
He's a thief and he's stolen a dragon egg.
We can't have the dragon egg. Dragon, dragon, rock the dragon, Dragon Ball Z. Guys, you'll never believe this.
What?
I'm getting hungry.
Do I believe it? Like I said, parasites.
No parasites. I might actually stay up and get breakfast. I'm sure Dad'll make something.
Breakfast. Breakfast is how my sister used to say it.
Also,
Breakfast.
I used to get told it's not breakfast if you don't go to sleep. You're not breaking a fast that you do whenever you go to sleep. So it's not breakfast.
Oh, is that why it's called breakfast?
Yeah.
I always wondered why it was called that. But I also never questioned it, because everybody said it, so I'm just like, yeah, whatever, it's a word.
Yeah.
I never really think about the deeper meaning.
You're technically fasting when you sleep, because you usually go 8 hours. There's like not like
See,
a big fast. But...
That's what you think I'm doing, but really I have a cheeseburger under my pillow that while I'm sleeping I pull out and start chewing on.
How old is that cheeseburger?
Not that old. I cook a fresh one every night, put it under my pillow. Pillow spaghetti, see? See? Everybody's doing it. You're not doing that? I thought
No.
for sure you would be someone who has like a bowl of spaghetti under their pillow.
No. I never tried this.
Oh.
I get too violent in my sleep to do that.
Maybe you wouldn't be. Maybe you're violent because you're hungry. You're hangry in your sleep. You're lashing out for food.
What if that's what it's been this whole time?
That's probably what it is. BloodHawk has pocket spaghetti. Do you have pocket spaghetti?
I do have pocket spaghetti.
Hi, Hazel.
Hi, Hazel. Hazel, I made it over 70% of the way. And I lost it all. Because a man kicked me off a ledge.
Kicked him right in the face. I made a joke about pillow spaghetti.
I've never heard of this pillow spaghetti joke.
I've never heard a joke in my life.
Do you see that percentage? If I didn't die, we would have had 100%. We would have been done by now. He threw a Woompa at it. Did you say he threw a Woompa? Just more crash confirmation.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It was a Woompa.
Was it a Wumpa in the original?
I don't think it was a Woompa in the original. But it might have been, I just don't remember. But
He lost it 70%. Yes, he did. Well, it's like 72% or something.
Yeah. I made it through the hardest levels in the game just to get kicked off in a home world.
Yeah, he crawled through treetops, got through Misty Bog, we get to Dreamweavers, and then he get kicked in the face. Off a cliff. It was really funny.
It's because we were making fun of Todd Howard. Also, Markiplier is here. You missed Markiplier.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Markiplier is the god of... What was it?
Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls. That looked like it was gonna be close.
Your reaction to that is in my DMs. Hazel has a cat laughing and pointing at the screen. Hazel's laughing at me.
It was really funny. He flew over and the little guy just kicked him in the face and he fell off the cliff.
I did. I was heartbroken. If I didn't fall there and we didn't die at all, I would have already been done with this game. We would have been looking at credits right now, probably.
Oh, I get to see what he sent you. Oh. Yeah, I think that's really fitting. The cat laughing at you.
So rude. Uncalled for.
But you know, then we get more Spyro.
This is true.
And more Spyro is always good.
It's true, but I wanna play Spyro 2.
I hope that person comes back and is like, oh, you're still on this, huh?
Oh! Hazel, you didn't hear about that. On Blawkade, on the second video of me attempting this, somebody came in and went, attempt? This is the easiest Spyro game. I beat it all the time deathless. How do you even die? I play this game hitless now. Okay, that gave me the drive to go further than I've ever gone before in this challenge.
I just like how all this started because I joked that you should do it deathless, and now I realize that I shouldn't even make a joke like that because then it's gonna become an obsession for years. We're gonna be on this for years.
I would be speedrunning this deathless at some point.
Because now it's not just deathless. There's like a list. There's a list of things. Hitless 100%. Remember you had that like the whole trilogy thing.
Yeah.
Deathless too, where like if you die in one of the games, you go back to the first game. And there's so much.
Wait, Timothy. Do you do Deathless in Sonic 3? I don't think I could do Deathless in any Sonic game.
That does sound like BloodHawk. It was, it was funny. He was only supposed to do any % Deathless for his Hawk's pick of this game. And then it just spiraled.
I became obsessed because I was like, I can actually do this. I was like, I know for a fact I can pull this off. And I want to do this. Also, Switch 2, excited. Prices, not so much.
The price of Mario Kart. Also, all the characters they've shown so far for Mario Kart, but still no Blaarggs. Very sad, very disappointed. Day ruined.
Oh,
Not
no, my
officially,
nose
just
itches.
played that game to death. We have Cataquacks though. Yeah, I saw the Cataquacks. I saw Fishbone, Dolphin.
Where's my Diddy Kong?
Where's Blaargg? Diddy Kong's dead. I already told you, they killed off Wrinkly Kong. They've proven that they're not afraid to kill off characters.
They're not gonna
They
kill
killed him off.
Diddy.
They're like, that era of DK is over now. Now we're in the pants DK era. Also the fact that I watched the entire Donkey Kong trailer the first time and didn't realize he was wearing pants until the second time I watched it.
Question for Hazel. How do you feel about Cal? Oh no, I gotta ask Pimp about Cal too because we literally just played Mario Kart 64. We saw the Moo Moo Meadows cows.
24-person cow race. I wonder, can you all be like the same character?
Can I... Because Mario eats a burger. Can I be a cow that eats a bird? Can I be a cannibal on the track? That's another big important question I need to know.
Also, question, Hazel, what did you think about the game chat and the fact that you can hook up a webcam to your Switch?
That's the only way Hazel's going to play Mario Party Jamboree.
What did you think about the laggy game chat?
Woo!
That would have been really funny.
I had a brain fart of like old PS1 games needing the shoulder buttons to turn the camera, and I did it to turn the camera.
Game chat looked like Discord UI, but laggy.
Why did they think this is good enough quality to show?
Yeah, right? When I was watching that, I'm like, oh my gosh, the lag. I'm like, they really saw that and was like, yep, this is high quality stuff we're doing right now. Also, I'm sorry, but would anybody do the game chat and all play different games and all share them at the same time? Because I feel like that would destroy my brain. Trying to pay attention to, like, anything that was going on.
Why not? It might be fun. It might be chaotic fun.
Yeah, I bet it would be, but I feel like it would destroy my brain.
What I think should happen is 24-player Mario Kart with the individual screens on your screen.
But I'll give you not played Thousand Year Door.
No.
Wait, have you played Mario RPG?
I haven't played Mario RPG yet either. I did a little bit, but that's one of the games I'm going to be going to. I think Mario RPG might be the next one I go for after Sunshine and my loop that I want to do.
You're the last person to get 100 super jumps.
I will be. Wait, you got 100 super jumps?
Yeah. Don't ask the dog, though, because he lies.
Why? What do you mean the dog lies?
He says I only have like 10, but I know that's not true. I know I've gotten 100. Because I said so.
I know I do because I said so.
They don't have to be consecutive, right? Just overall in your lifetime.
I think they have to be consecutive.
I jumped 100 times in that coin box that's unlimited at the end of the game. That should count.
Is the coin box an enemy?
I mean... Yes.
Anybody else here that's played Mario RPG is this true facts?
Like that unlimited coin box that's like in Bowser's Castle or whatever, I hit it 100 times. That should count towards 100 super jumps. Because I felt super while doing it.
Can anyone confirm or deny this is true facts? Does it make you feel super?
I felt super while doing it and I did it 100 times. I mean, I was playing as the Super Mario. I mean, that should count, right?
Is Mario really super in this game if he's willing to punch a kid?
What?
Is Mario really super in this game if he's willing to punch a kid?
When does he punch a kid?
I didn't say he punched a kid, I said he's willing to.
What do you mean he's willing to?
The kid in Rosetown.
Am I forgetting something?
Whenever you go to the kid's house that has Gino. the Geno doll, and he's like, Mario, will you play with me? And he hits Mario and makes him go up against the wall. And Mario starts to get angry, and then later on, the kid says something about Geno being a hero or something, and Mike says something that Mario doesn't like, and Mario gets ready to go punch the kid, and Mally starts to hold him back.
I don't remember that. Hazel says Pimp is willing to punch a kid. Does that mean he's no longer super?
Yes.
But am I super because I felt it and I jumped 100 times, so that means I did 100 super jumps?
We need a super expert to comment on this.
Do we have any super experts right now?
The Super Mario. Will the real Super Mario please stand up?
No, because Sorcha killed him.
Oh, this is true. It's a shame. He was a good man besides that one time he wanted to punch the kid.
I feel like the stream is devolving into something. It gets worse and worse as we get on. Eventually it's gonna get to a point where we just start speaking gibberish.
Search of the Italian killer. What if my Sorcha Italian?
I mean, isn't she every time she puts on the Mario costume?
This is true.
Hawk, if you die in the little pool of water out left.
It's not happening. Give it pasta.
What are we giving pasta?
I don't know. What are we giving pasta?
Why does pasta keep coming up in my life? The one time we couldn't do Blawkade, all I was doing was studying pasta. Like the history of pasta. Because we were talking about making macaroni art. And so I'm like, okay, that's time to learn about the history of pasta. Italian Sorcha. Italian Sorcha implies that there are other Sorchas.
Hazel found that other Sorcha. The Welsh Sorcha.
This is scary.
I think there's multiple Sorchas out there.
This is scary. That means Sorcha can create a Sorcha army.
That's not scary though. Because
The Sorchaverse.
that's not scary though, because you know if there's multiple Sorchas, they're all gonna fight each other to the death. One won't be able to win all of them.
Or it's very scary for Hazel. And only Hazel.
Hazel, are you scared? Are you afraid of the Sorchaverse?
The Sorchaverse.
What if my pasta Italian?
Maybe.
I feel like Italian sauce.
What?
I almost said Italian salsa.
Salsa? I think we're getting to that point where the brains are mush. There is no cognitive thought anymore. The brain cell is depleted.
Hazel be quaking and terrified. But I was about to say Italian pasta is unheard of, but it almost came out of salsa.
I just remember the one time when I brought up horse, Sorcha's stuffed animal that she rattled, where the rattling of the horses came from, and I asked where he was, and she couldn't find him. I said I was crying or whatever, and she basically pulled the "I give you something to cry about."
That's a very Sorcha move.
That she was gonna rattle me, and then proceeded to go on and was like, oh yeah, and then like soon I'm gonna be going to New York. Unrelated reason. Like, oh no. And then she never came to New York, so.
What if the reason why she's been gone is she's actually in New York searching for you? And I know you've given her your address, but she's not using it because it's more fun to search.
Why would you do that? New York's a pretty big place.
For fun.
If every Sorcha wants to kill me, is it an instinctual thing then? I think so. It's like ingrained into them. They're all also obsessed with BloodHawk's weird dog. And feet.
This is true.
I wonder if they all have cats, but they're all named after, like, different animals. Like, maybe they're all, like, farm animals. Like, there's pig, cow.
Cow and chicken.
Rooster.
RP cow and chicken. You'll miss.
That means that there's definitely a Sorcha out there with a cat named Horse. Or they're beef, pork, and we find out it's chicken the food. That would be very interesting. Is that how we find out? You know, I don't think I ever asked her if it's, you know... I mean, wouldn't chicken the food and chicken the bird be the same thing, though? Or are we talking, like...
Well, they are technically the same thing. You could be thinking one thing and not mean the other at all.
Well, wouldn't they be poultry, though? I don't know, don't quote me. If I make no sense, it's not even because I'm tired, it's just because my brain is very small.
My thought process is... You know how you can be like... You know how... This is such a weird way to do this, so I want to do it this way. You know how old people will be like, that's Nintendo. For Nintendo, a PlayStation, and Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
They could be saying... She could be saying, like, that's a Nintendo. But they mean specifically the Xbox. You could be saying, I want that chicken. It could specifically be the food and have nothing to do with the actual bird being alive.
I've never ordered poultry nuggets. Well, maybe you should. Next time you go out, ask for poultry nuggets and see if they give it to you. Be fancy. I guess I was just thinking.
Ask for chicken talons.
But I guess I never did ask Sorcha if she meant chicken the food or chicken the animal. When she named chicken.
She named chicken after the food. That's a bit concerning because that makes me think, does she ever think of chicken as food?
Blaarggs, knee thief!
What's the knee thief doing?
Knee thief, have you ever asked for poultry nuggets?
Knee thief, you missed the run of the century.
The one that died because Hawk got kicked in the face.
Yes.
By a little tiny fairy.
I got the
Didn't she
dream
try to
weavers.
put chicken in the freezer? Yes, multiple times.
Welcome to Wizard Peak.
I'm sorry, repeat that. Which part?
I'm waiting for knee thief to say all of it.
From the beginning of the stream?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, what did we say?
Markiplier is the god of Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, you forget, yeah, Mark, that was the biggest lore drop that I didn't know. Also, Hawk is violent in his sleep because he's hungry.
Also, I'm
Put
hungry.
food in the freezer. Yeah, he's hungry now too. Man is always hungry.
Todd Howard ruined the run. He blinded me with the God Rays, that's what got me killed.
What other things did he miss? Oh yeah, I said, if you were me, then you would be me. Or something like that.
This is true.
Is Hawk still doing Deathless? Yes.
Yes, Thief. I had somewhere between 70 and 76% when I played.
I'm pretty sure it was 72. Watch, I'm gonna look back and then it was not 72. But I'm like, still? Yeah, he was on the run of his life and then he got kicked by one of the, like, weird fairy things and Dreamweavers and it kicked him right off the cliff.
The home world.
7.2%. That would have been really funny.
Yeah, I actually made it to 7.2%, guys. Like, I almost got into double digits.
It was a good run. Got through Misty Bog.
I went
Crawl.
over 70% in 2 hours, too.
Hawk almost died in treetops, like in real life.
I did. Thief, have you beaten Deathless yet?
I don't think Neathief's done Deathless because they were like one day like, oh, you want to come watch me do Deathless? And I'm like, sure, and then it never happened. I'm so tired yet I can't sleep. You know what you need in your life?
More Spyro Deathless.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I was like, don't tell me it's up there, but I know where it's at. It's just on that little platform. I forgot to jump on the platform.
I always forget those ones.
Also, just a heads up, everybody, we're gonna have to end soon, and I might have to, like, immediately drop out. I don't know when, though.
The cops will be coming.
You said that, and immediately I got blinded by a light outside.
Why, is it light where you are?
This place, car headlights turned on.
Oh, okay, because I looked outside my window, I'm like, oh, it's still dark here.
Also, look at us consistently surviving and doing good now.
Well, you know, we've always done the first three. It's when you get to Beastmakers that it could fall apart. But next time for sure, like you're gonna get through Beastmakers and you're gonna get through Dreamweavers and we're gonna win.
I died. Wait, did I not?
Okay,
have
never mind.
spikes?
I guess not.
Good night, Thief.
Night, Thief. Love you.
I guess that's where we're actually gonna end it then, since we had to restart anyway.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I feel like that's every Deathless Spyro is that we end it, right?
Well,
when we have to restart.
We did have one where we started right in the middle, and I died immediately.
Oh. Well, next week, next Wednesday.
Hazel, why are you so mean to me?
Next Wednesday, same time, same place. Maybe it will be the run.
Maybe it will be.
We'll be back on Sunday, hopefully with sunshine, unless I chicken out of it again.
Sage.
We've been going for 4 hours. You really were determined tonight.
It was.
Made them all be about DK's pants.
What
I
about
hope they're not
DK's
all.
redhead?
I hope they're not all about that. But yeah, we should be back with Sunshine. Not Deathless, just regular. I'm gonna clean up and get 100% and never have to do that again in my entire life.
Blaarggs is doing Deathless Sunshine.
I am not.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye, everybody!
Deathless
No, we're not
Sunshine?
doing Deathless Sunshine. No!
Bye. Bye.